cited another letter from Kumasi Traditional Council, and so they seem to say that they don't know who this Kwabena Brifo is. Exactly. And they are also talking about Intam Kesie, and say there's an Intam Kesie against Pakoso Heneno. And for that reason alone, no, and to me, say another Abusuapanin be Babeshem. So it still remains a Bakone Abusuapanin. So they don't have, according to Kumasi Traditional Council letter, they don't have any official records of this Kwabena Brifo. And that is also part into letters Nenye Bakumpo. It's more than one. Said the name no. And then I think they've seen that yes, who are bahene no. Do they have any furthermore another?
We are Crabastion so Eddie Bagana Info TV. So every any that we need a watch channel, so make sure so subscribing. Eddie I'm not so I click notification bell no Sebastian update Biano or and I would kanya won sa ever can be any video be a agent home now I'll be a fountain channel so no be na Ghana if you are Yede eba bedam mo enti America crib me so be coming home na yina akwa video ni bi e dia ba ne ba yede adwentre aba beto comment section
da de so aba feku no honum akwa akoda court say enam say the Abusuapanin TUPAC akantam bia santam ne da honum a yenka ho asem nti no pa Akosua hene eni tumi se otu TUPAC nti me sure say ye bekin kan sa friends and letter ni munsem na obia atibi se sa letter na say akwa kopie court no ebe use sa letter no ede aka eniema obehwe ede friends and the ruling aban ho nti no things fan patcho sen ka why ready anka yen hwe sa letter nim so ho na
me say enka lebo eyibi wa ha me wo interview old interview but because of and then come aye bebo na me pese me bo
okay
one way or the other to make sense but me boss interview ni we then we talk about some of the arguments that we raised in the supplementary way and we also read Saletana I say it's giving them headache no exactly. There's even another letter I've cited another letter from Kumasi Traditional Council and so they seem to say that they don't know who this Kwabena Brifo is. Exactly. And they are also talking about Intam Kesie and say there's an Intam Kesie against Pakoso Heneno. And for that reason alone, no, and to me, say another Abusuapanin be Babeshem. So it still remains a Bakone Abusuapanin. So they don't have, according to Kumasi Traditional Council letter, they don't have any official records of this Kwabena Brifo. And that is also part into letters Nenye Bakumpo. It's more than one. Said the name no. And then I think they've seen that yes, who are bahene no. Do they have any furthermore another yes, who are bahene no kwanu mutinaso? Akwanuma.
I think they have also seen the one from Malaysia. Yeah, Inti sa we and two letters na Akosua confusion.
More headache. Okay, that's fine.
And you also can you didn't go on the city anymore. Me did you say, and you're no no see any be free. You buy a son court to
it has to do with the letters of administration because in Komaya beboy letters of administration baby. And I made 3 year dream a copy now.
Kelvin, and you also can you didn't go on the city anymore. Me did you say, and you're no see any be free. You buy a son court to the empire where they were two and the said, and what Yatun, am I in a court no a freezer at the said, yeah, and that court no anymore. Yeah, in your opinion, papa Charles Kodufu, so I don't reference on that Lumba, lawyer to New Ghana, or what you know. And you are no media, almost a Ramon Hopine, say, Omutimi, Eddie, and the said, ever to court and in the court in the mountain to me, now on found court and court to Nechi, sending the Japadia with Janet, you know. Omode, I say, application ever to court. The application ever to court, you know. Now, you are for you, I would get baby call never bar. Nibi a woman so also a one a day application about court in the honor. Was it daddy or no dear? Only no Duba or no Kahu Duba, you are for you to do Mobati as a fast as he so. Or moon home and counting who say, or more to Sana Mon. And you know, I can or no point to me, you know, who she was there, or quite yet, no, I wish it's your interest. And ɛnyɛ ɔno nko ano ho na ɔpɛ ne ka ɔmo nko a nka sɛbi o mentimi ho ase kakra wa abusua mu no nka abusua asi nkonya asiesie akyire ama ɔn papa sɛbi o n'akyi nyinaa yɛ fɛfɛɛfɛ na abrabɔ pa bɛbɔ wɔ wiase ɛne edi a ɔbɛgye yɛ no yɛtimi abusua timi abɔ ho ban ama nkyirima atwa abusua bibi afiri no ɛno nti ɛnyɛ ne pɛ sɛ ɔbɛ apply for electoral administration no ɛno nti no yɛntu anamɔ sɛ alɔyafoɔ ne yɛmmra court no na court no ɛnyi ne din firi saa krataa nim ɔnka sɛ wɔn a ɛde adehyɛdeɛ abɛto court no ɔmo nni tumi sɛ ɔmo de adehyɛdeɛ abɛto court n'anim ɔsɛ ɔmo wɔ tumi ɛyɛ ne maame ɛne ne sewa ɔmo wɔ tumi sɛ ɔmo mmara mu ɔmo kwan sɛ ɔmo nso tumi adehyɛdeɛ bɛto court n'anim na mmom ɔmo nkwalaa ne deɛ ɛka ɔmo nko a na nka efie nyinaa adwo na nka nkabo mapa aba asa na namotu bi a wɔsɛ ɔmo tu ɛwɔ papa a wɔnyɛ ne baabi kɔ agyapadeɛ ho biara no ɔmo atu ɛno nti no yɛmmra court ne yɛmɛka nkyerɛ court ne sɛ ɔno ɔmo atumi ɔnhyɛ obiara si yɛmfa ne din ka saa adesɛdeɛ ɔmo de abɛto court ne ho na sɛ ɔmo bɛba abɛde adesɛdeɛ abɛto court n'anim a ɛyɛ papa ne mma a ɔmo yɛ du baako ne nyinaa na ɛbɛdwene ho na ɔmo ayi obi a obedi anim ɛyɛ ɔmo nua panyin ɔbɔ odin sɛ ɛsɛ ne nua panyin Kelvin ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ nka bibi ne kura ɔno sɛ di anim no a megye yɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ ɔno ne nti na ɔsi yɛnyi ne din firi yɛbaa yɛ soso no court no so agye asɛm no yɛn mpae bɔ yɛde bɛto n'anim adesɛdeɛ no wagye atom ɛma ɛnɛ court no atwa ne din afiri saa adesɛdeɛ a ɛda court no anim yi ɛno nti yɛkɔ back ne yɛde amanneɛ abɔ yɛn asomafoɔ sɛdeɛ soma a ɔde soma yɛ sɛ yɛmmra court na yɛfa mmara kwan so ɛmɛdi dwuma ɛwɔ ne din mu no yɛabɛdi dwuma no awie na nade sɛ ɔde bɛto court so aso gyedi yɛ sɛ anamo tu a mma no etu no Ghanafoɔ nyinaa so bɛtae mba n'akyi na yɛaboa na mma no ahwɛ ma asomdwie aba fie na deɛ yɛ mede kɛseɛ ne sɛ mba no ɛnyɛ sɛ mewɔ wei afa ɔmo ayɛ nso ɔmo deɛ ɔmo yɛ mba na deɛ ɔmo hwehwɛ ne sɛ asomdwie ɛbɛba na anidie ɛbɛka wɔn papa abrabɔ a ɔbɔɔyɛ ɛne deɛ wɔgye n'akyiri nyinaa no megye die sɛ ɛno sɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa so no ɛtae mmɔfra n'akyi na ɔmo tumi yɛ saa ntotoeɛ a ɔmo de asi wɔn ani so yi ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛhyɛ nkuran na yɛasrɛ Ghana mmeranteɛ ne mmabunu nyinaa sɛ yɛnsua biribi firi nkwalaa yi anamotu a ɔmo tu no ɛnɛ yi ho no ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛwɔ sɛ anidie ɛwom obuo ɛwom na yɛnsua biribi ɛfiri saa anamotu no ho
lawyer yɛ dase na yɛpɛsɛ yɛ making it clear ɛyɛ na asɛmba se ya ɛyɛ wei na ɛkɔ faale woyɛ lawyer deɛ hwan edin na ɛhyɛ so a ɔmo yɛ saa adwumadie wei
yɛ maame Akosua Sewa Fusu ɛne Akosua Brempoma ɛna ɛde adesɛdeɛ bɛto court yɛ maame Akosua Sewa ɛyɛ yɛwura Akosua Fusu ne yere Akosua Brempoma ɛyɛ ne nua baa a ɔno nso so na krataa ne mu sɛ odi yɛwura Akosua Fusu adeɛ ɛno nti mmerɛ mu no ɛyere etimi apply for the grant of electoral administration deɛ odi na adeɛ nso tumi apply sɛ yɛma ne tumi no nso so no ɛyɛ electoral administration no sɛ ne maame ne papa te ase a ɔmo nso tumi apply ɛna ne mba nso tumi apply it is our categories of persons yi categories 4 yi emu bia tumi apply sɛ yɛfa tumi ma ɔmo na ɔmo ntoto ne japadeɛ a ogya na akyiri ɛno ne mma ne se ɔmo deɛ ɔmo ntena ase ɛnwene ho sɛ saa bere yi no ɛyɛ bere a ɔmo susu sɛ ɛyɛ bere a ɛwɔ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔmo tu saa namɔ no ɛno nti no ɔmo nhyɛ obiara sɛ ɔmo tu saa namɔ no wɔ ɔmo biem nti ɔmo yi ɔmo bɛfiri a ɔmo nka ho bio na ɔmo to aso ne deɛ ɔmo ɛto aso na ɔmo deɛ ɔmo firi sɛ ɛwɔ hyɛ no to ɔmo akyi na asomdwie bɛfie ansa na biribi wɔ hɔ no biara nso na ɔmo ɛtumi ayɛ asɛm hyia
lawyer yɛdase nyame hyɛ mo
Inti may refresh more drink regarding say there's been I think they filed for letters of administration way back in December. If I'm not lying, I think it was on the 20th of December. And that letters of administration included Charlene, Akosua Brempoma, Akosua Sewa. And then Odobruni lawyer Enya said this is what you've done. It's okay. He filed a caveat against that, and they had to go back again, do another one, and that time it was lawyer Kusi that was in charge, and then they had to now include Odobroni's name. Now in the caveats, no Odobroni saw saying ye be no case ne fi Kumasi Abakra, but unusual someone money. And as it is right now, no, although Bruni lawyer has filed another caveat, Abusuapanin also has filed a caveat when it comes to that letters of administration. But letters of administration, no, it will be part of our conversation today. Now, Mekaimo say, Charlene, we in free. Although now still, you won't letters and it womb. When the final judgment no back out, I'm mobile won't send it in. And in the young common letters of administration, a baby mukakra, but mama me embo. Me jingle bakubina yen twaso yen shem komono you know they tried supplementary affidavits na don't they call court now they were based on 3 arguments. For me the first argument, forget about the side argument, because the side argument they say Abusuapanin or Abusuapanin bill, therefore lawyer Fati cannot represent him. That is a side argument and a very lazy argument from lawyer Jeffrey Cranton. To me, because a choir you did to Abusuapanin already, we know that that's not the right channel. You need to know. It's also want to be Bejana and Kase on Abusuapanin, therefore lawyer Fati cannot represent him. Now the NHS who would any Abusuapanin, because who would no also your acting family head. Impo supplementary affidavit, no, he's still addressing himself as acting family head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so for me, I think say that is a side issue, right? Because it was your paying or the lawyer. So if we are looking at the issues there, to me, I feel say 1, a hifan see that the lumba 2, a yesikasem. And these are the issues I feel that we will address today.
Okay.
Obviously, at Honey Blossom, please reveal our community gift. You can find it by tapping live gate. And minimal. This as Obisu Kachrem say yes, I really don't know where to find a live gift. I just want to to be honest. About community gift. Okay, mommy. Me, I don't know. Okay. And so for me, the argument will be say, number 1, Bremps Kasano. There was a funeral committee. Time that the Lumba no. They set up a funeral committee. And in that funeral committee, Bremps was part of the committee. And she also had a rep, because not Germany, so she's in and out. And her rep was who? Rebecca was Jiga.
Jiga, yeah.
Yes. Any yeshe sikasemwa Abusuapanin okobo busia. Okobo busia ne Abusuapanin bibi ti say company, small company bi. And omudiko BA account or Cow Bank meboa. And so omudi BA account or Cow Bank no. E ho na funeral funds Abusuapanin nyai for 1 week no. Or they got 2 more. I quite remember say Abusuapanin okokuma se kra na okoye check and say man no need that boat call. Obon say that boat akwa assisting so mu yeska. Then they will take it from the funeral funds for anything that concerns Daddy Lumba. Now, Yebeka is say letters of administration, a death certificate was attached to it. Mebwa akwanama.
Yeah, a death certificate was attached to it, and the cause of death was also attached to it. Omuche the Ekun DL, and in that certificate also no omo SI HRE baby ye see DL, and mama yankai say early no omo file ye no Akosua Bremps swore an affidavit say bibia a contain in that early no she has a knowledge of it and she has sworn to that. And he said all the document akwa to court check the Ekun unya Charles ne baby ye see unya Charles eye den na wankasa Akosua Bremps say twa wo ho sako gina court ebisa court ne say winning baby ye see unya Charles na ye see ne te say akoko.
Yeah. Me we. Yeah, and see, show letters of administration now already, according to the birth certificate, Bremps is aware because she's the customary successor in the letters of administration. And Bremps kwaje letters of you can say death certificate, Kwaje or births and deaths registry wakra.
Exactly.
Which is you can say is an official authority. And Oma provides our documents in our mouth. And in the document, it tells us where DL was buried. And it tells us that DL was buried in Akosua. Akwanma, if you have hold of the death certificate.
I have hold of it, but my phone here me issue. But I remember say Omo can say DL was announced he died of a left ventricular heart failure. Again, Omo chere baby baby ye see DL Omo chere say ye see no me ba
Omo say that the member of Akosua.
Ye see no Akosua. So it beats my imagination say Akosua Bremps ebesa akwa jina court bill asa akwa bisa court ne say yen hye na Abusuapanin emane mekire baby a yesi Charles because se wanga sa wo de document akwa to court a wanga sa wo kire mu say bibia e wo sa document ni mu bia no wonni ho bi enti wanga sa wa swear to data na Akosua Bremps ye misa o se sa o document na o de koto court no afede wonni mu gidie bi mu ana sa unya sa document ni free hin because as far as the court is concerned no there wo Akosua Bremps wa ba be kire court no ba bia ye see Charles inti then afede wo sa eba baby sa Abusuapanin say fan ye see Charles.
Indeed, this is the argument that is going on in the court. And this is where your Baba Jamal lawyer, you will lock Bremps and say, you already know where the man is buried because you are the one that attached that document to the letters of administration. And you cannot go and lie to the Ghana court. Say you have sworn an affidavit and you believe in that affidavit. Say, this is where my brother was buried. Now you've gone to the Ghana court, so almost sign conqueror bibia. You see, brother. And so we are lawyer Dominic, we are lawyer Fatia. You will gag her, say you already know where your brother is buried, unless you are lying, which is perjury. And I'm where on oath said this information I made there correct there. Then Bremps is in deep trouble because he's lying to the court. She's playing with the court. She's wasting the court's time. And that is what is going on as of now. Because the lawyers are challenging her money and will say, what's when baby you see a deal? When are your customary successor? What's you see any pacoso? I didn't know what the babbage na ha and Abusuapanin so metro. You are just wasting the court's time. And they are not happy. Now, another thing, when we are talking about Abusuapanin Mbeye funeral accountability, Yenim se mami, she did not contribute anything to support Abusuapanin. 1 for 1 city amba meshim. Abusuapanin so Yenim so for me company. Or they could register a cow bank, said the bayanka, Sikebie bebanan komudi go, and that was a very good thing, say Abusuapanin. And one of the arguments from the lawyers no say, and yeah. A company no more now obey. Why is Bremps attacking Abusuapanin? Is it not the company that also ordering any break contract? And these are some of the points that the lawyers are raising. Say, "Wo na now funeral committee ho. Wo so nim say a company. Company ni ye dey register ye dey be a bank account. It is a obey sure and Abusuapanin na do webufu and now kwakosue no. Open accountability, you need to sue the company. A honor bank now, the bank will give you statements of everything. So these are some of the arguments on the board And I think say I realize it's a difficult task, right? And then when you come to also the third argument, I made me picky, is the authenticity of the traditional council, Kumasi traditional council letter, and that DSO Abahene letter. No, now lawyer Jeffrey Krante is trying to say, when it comes to the letter, now content is the only problem, but he doesn't believe the authenticity of the letter, so he wants to subpoena that DSO Abahene to come. But this is where I realized that there's something dangerous or something danger will happen here. Because open so who subpoena that DSO Abahene regarding those letters here. And the Baba Jamal chambers can equally subpoena Akosuahene to come and verify so no so letter na or tro say new Abusuapanin no. Umbra no so embed na no sinipi no sinita say so ampa no trust letter no. And when it comes to Akosuahene ye who say any invitation be be man bia no, he's not able to honor that invitation, and he has said it severally say letter no nyo no troye and he didn't know the content of the letter. Until right now no many lawyer Dominic and lawyer Fatia by all means subpoena that DSO Abahene, he will come. Who subpoena Kumasi Traditional Council, I'm sure say umbe release your lawyer and manaba. Wo Akosuahene come. Akosuahene no mwe journal ne so say ono na one letter. And a letter no a qualify kwabna brief so Abusuapanin. It is as a court no subpoena Akosuahene no ba. No because kwabna brief nye Abusuapanin. What else? That is the danger for them right now. And the game that their own lawyer is playing. And this is why we are seeing the commotion. And the lawyer knows say he's going nowhere. To be honest with this case.
Miss Pa, so we have a saying be say you can run but you can't hide. Okay, say Jasife no efre Akosuahene. Abusuapanin mo nyina ekohia mu wo DSO aba. Na ye expectation ka Akosuahene obeba. But last minute na Akosuahene de yare sa eyi no ho ano a one turn up one. So say this is the case my lawyer akwa court say babe subpoena that DSO Abahene amanaba ababe chese ampa salete na odi ababe to court ne no susu ampa se ono na atro salete na enti sa no so munkai se Akosuahene so ede let be akwa she opanyi brefu achi sa let ne kan wo binti na ofil se nimu ayedru nti a otu sa anamon ya otwi enti Abusuapanin so lawyer so ebe wo ho kwan se ono so be subpoena Akosuahene na ono so aba court aba be chirim se Akosuahene sa olete ya anasa sa lete ya Mr. Breford ashe na chi anti ode etu sa na monwe no wona wo tro ya na enti sa wona wo tro ya bra be chirim maye nyina ye hu eho no na Akosuahene enam se ya kantam agune so a ode yare ayi no anu a enti ye frena o mano se ahimfie frew na se o ma court frew dia obeba na Akosuahene because the last time ye frew wo Jasife ku nanim no o ka se o yare enti untimi ma enti se court no efrew a obeksa ka che court ne se o yare ana enti Akosuahene se ne ye ka che wo there be an say ubetimi adwane a but unya baby antete because mama China akeka wa masese wan hwe yi a de won pese wo beye no obeye because the moment court ebe supina wa obe appeal court pe na echese ohun ato so menhia fro se bra na yenka wontam no mu asem so a untimi enyi wo anu bio inspire to us.
Yeah, and to me who they say I feel said they have boxed, you see, Baba Jamal lawyers no. They have boxed them into a very tight corner. We say, why is your friends Abusuapanin Kwabena Brefo in this situation? And the first say he continues to call himself acting family head no. And the question is we need confidence. Two, Osha you can see say court no mokoye no mobekaya on the 25th no. Omo share Akosu comment section for mobukai. Omo ne bloggers go share Akosu meeting be no more Abusuapanin one your money charges 25th. And we no almost sign kase omo Abusuapanin up to 11th of March. So wamba umbetu no mokai comment section. And 2 weeks later no so Abusuapanin first time omo friend no wanko. Second one also wanko. Into some videos no and any of my strongest arguments say they invited the Abusuapanin na ombra na omune ne mbonkomo Abusuapanin amba, right? And the Abusuapanin has not made any complaint against the current one. They say oye Abusuapanin hano, which is not right because akwanoma ye kai pa say Abusuapanin or the case no call that yeso abahene ho said ye woka na ema ye frɛ family ni nia frɛ pakoso hene wamba. Because Abusuapanin one of the interviews on Okraka says why ye bibi dia e was almost to me catch no and sana mwaka say mwetu no. I remember pa na chiko kregina ne nchen e wo dadie so aba ahene ne palace hono. I remember pa ante Abusuapanin he's done the right thing say or they call dadie so aba hene ho na mama yen kai so say many a times almost threaten Abusuapanin mobekaya enti se woni Abusuapanin e fro se kopa Akosu fie wa anyi obekwa ana wokoni e de tuo bi kobo ana ye bro a ana ye proud na wan baby we. So to me there I really was proud of Abusuapanin say Akosu for no friend one call because they say na omukra they were acting in bad faith. Akwanama they were acting in bad faith. So if say Abusuapanin they are the very people that threaten the Abusuapanin ever court grounds. So time and Abusuapanin court. The very people.
On 2 occasions here, Moka se mo frɛ Abusuapanin wa mano. Ye misa ye ho say Sam mo frɛ no no mo fa the appropriate way and a frɛ Abusuapanin na. Let's bear in mind say Akosu hene o de yare ayi ne ho ano se o yare enti wakotena nkran nti saa mo meetings ya mo ka se mo friend first one on the 25th of February and the second one on the
11th of March.
11th of March no. Some meetings ni mienu no na Akosu hene atimu ana.
He wasn't
because as far as we know no without Akosu hene muntimi ntuma Abusuapanin sa. That is not the right thing to do. Inti let's assume senka Akosu hene ete some meeting ni mu dia then you can say oh ya fa kwan paso e de etu Abusuapanin. This is the case mo simushia no Akosu hene eni ho nti amamre ba so na mugina ya mo simode etu Abusuapanin amamre ba so na mugina ya mo simode etu Abusuapanin. Let's bear in mind say the Abusuapanin Kofi Wusu na Abusuapanin na odi no ote takonya tuntum ho. Enti the fact said takonya tuntum ewo mabusuanim no e kire say at any moment bi a mo pese mutum Abusuapanin no the chief must be present ewo saa mo meeting nim na mo bone kwadu e de a kire ton hene no ama Abusuapanin so aba be yi ne ho ano na samo anye sa procedure we ya it means said the moye na time and again ye ka kire mo say saa de na moye no emfa amamre ekwan so no nti saa de na moye no enyina no ehonu na anase afi na it has come to play say mo saa kwan na mo fa so no enimrem because na I was say Pakoso hin etnase ansa na motimi aye amamre ene amane e de atum abusuapanyi which are mo anye ne sa nti abusuapanyi is still abusuapanyi as we all know.
And even by way of culture no enye letter ni yedu tu abusuapanyi. And so this is one of their Achilles heels or their weakest point because enye letter and na obeka is so abusuapanyi no omoko bo on the powder or coffee funeral nase okay. I mean, sure say I can't culture them. I don't believe that's what the Ashantis do. Yes, I yet a bremedo. Pacho Mombo na Brusoma and a slow crab. Mombo la
see, ye picture of ya. Ye see a bushia penny, ewo a year set, the fundaho, a bin cedar. A chimemo, a santimemo, ye see a bushia penny, ewo mra, obia wua ye or dampaso. Ni atupa da gunuso ebi sida sa mama China ne mama Akosu Bremps mane ma no moye ne ebi omo no mo
Very good point, right?
Yeah.
That is the reason why in here, the moment Akosu Bremps a lawyer ebe na adwen say o supina ye no dade so abahene no
Baba Jama no be supina
Baba Jama so be supina
the am one say Pakoso hene let any babontin. These people were happy. But or hene if hene ho or hene na natural. Eti ye de tuno or ye to sack. Yate ya me de ya me ko hu tokwa. Because I'm not saying can never tune chika say letter no enya correct because letter no headline no enya papa. But I no kra no anko baby ya. Yes, I no kra anko baby ya. Yem brand say ankwanama. Pakoso hene. Onyo hene ketwa o. Ebi mu kasa. Omo kasa se papa no. Oyo hene ketwa. Na ndra ti wara nti se edan no. Ebetena wo se ohene bi nsunsi ohene bi. It's never true. It's never true. So are they telling me say omo kasa a kire me na boso mo kire me say oti kokoso na nyame kase. Yebo emu ase. Ene Pakoso hene ye pa na. And the chile or hini be sinning or hini be. Yes, Pakoso hene or da fuku nano or da fuku no anno. It will not heck at one.
And I felt 31. Our is from 31.
Patch me back, my bagness and patch me back.
Agnes
or no, and one or da or man on that 31 fuku. Papa no, and or da no. Ena Pakoso hene no ono kwonti fa ntumi do yo hene pani de but ono kwonti fa ne timi enkoto lete e fa court there bi eye safa ko 31 no hani ena o matena se muti o ena o ma decide ena o di amamre ene amanne o ma hwem the court of justice o matena se no ma hu ni nyina se no ekwan enkrofo we person mo de busuapani fa so enye san amamrete efiaso yenimu de yekoka ewo ayi court ho asem ni nyina nie it ade na munyi ni se letter no efri Pakoso hene efri fakuo no ho na emom no
efri dade so aba hene o kapa Pakoso
yes sorry efri dade so aba hene ho bani de munyi ni na emom na Pakoso hene de ba to abon se o de to busuapani ni de maso mu twetwe ebo hu kruse ekọ hu life ekọ saye Honey, Mameka Simis on Tram was it. Yeti Kurana. That was can I say that was so about him. It's been 2 million agents say. I'm back to enough no decide no let an account say. Share Paco so him. I'm a friend several times.
Of course.
But what I say? I'm a meeting bia or so yare. I'm a meeting bia or so yare. And ya bako and ya mienu and ya miensa. So they've noticed said no. Or the Oma dream aiding a diagro. Emma. That is what about him also. Oh, 2 minutes. About what I said, no, Paco for him to me, but that is what about him also 2 minutes.
Oh, no, effect, no.
Yes,
it's Paco so the crowd or that there's so about him, so Shanas, mean, Casso Shanas, or Yaqualao.
Baby, but a cafe one, but a penny, and it.
Fekutre, a friend of Fekutre.
Fekutre, and it, Papa, your troll, let any industry. That is what to say. As a old groyer, ya frewa. I have someone so see a Canadian. Everyone because in time can see the whole 3 years as a 4 years ni. And time can see na on chat baby besa. Eti no, I don't say eti nim die wo mu. Ni e fa nkọ ho na fam na so nya dai. Atu otwa. Enie. E di pesi no, I will take it without sa mo abo park so hene no. I will take his decision like I want feel him because I think they are tired of him. Also, I'll go penny for no. But what I say, I'll go penny for no because some penny for share near Frau I brought so back whom you room and sa. Almost for the head on person here. And I stand some members of young for letting to Abusuapanin. A bin see that. A bin see that. In the end of a good train, it's nothing. Near Casa will let another Abusuapanin yan to. We are supposed to start some membrane. So we get to more. That's a Santa Mambrano. I see. I don't pass. It's a no. He never got to be a toilet to Abusuapanin. I know someone pass again and see what's in your solid drum and out. It's just a more caste. Move to pin. Papa, that is what Bahina say. All my second quarter. Sounds so yes to pin. Paco so henny. So no so my second court. No good to them. Say it. Let it to Abusuapanin.
Ayeka, so what you say 2 can play a game. So what if that? 2 can play a game, right? Into one lawyer and they say he doesn't believe the authenticity of the
yeah, he doesn't believe it. Sana mu ena mu nyina ka efiri ho eyan ya kwotena se odoboni fo na atena se ba bi na atro sana omo ka ori men ya de na kura efiri mensia odoboni fo na atro
ori fi se kama ye frɛ Pakoso hene no ema boni ka se omo ma ne nkɔ nne omo ma ne nkɔ kyena enti Fekutre ne pɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ omo sɛ enye social media ne yedi asɛm enti se ka wokoye na wo Facebook pɛ tu Abusuapanin a enka Fekutre ne bɛkyerɛ wo kwan a amamre ne amane kwan a ya fa so na we mo moti ho no mo na omo hyehye de odi ade ne de oni ade
Agnes say that dress for abahene ne kura no ono kura wa hu Pakoso hene ne kasa kura no kura wa hu se na wie ya de na wie ya ba mama chana de ne bra na to asemu sene Pakoso hene yi ni ti ene se kim o de me fan to aso ye nyina wo social media ye be hu de besie Pakoso hene no wo de ne ho to asem mama chana ha papa no papa be kura no omo bayen omadio but mama china ko pushi no akọ pushi asem na bani ma asem no ebe fa ahindie no so bebre na the problem ayede e de abre no ebe du baabi no so won po o so unity e won panifo nenim e mama china de wa meboni nua no ka ase o guda de lumba ni mu ase e mama china dwen se o guda de lumba ni mu ase no de agidin no kas o guda de lumba ni mu ase no de agidin na no nim se o di go guda de lumba ni mu ase ni nua be ma no akwas amaniem so ma china de wa hani nua be ma ye pa akoso hene no ma se krofo we ni no mu notice ye entam ka se da ho we ne ho akoto Abusuapanin na de ho fra be ho obi na ya sa de we isa de nti ni pa nwe ana how possible so hani makanta magu so na yen kanta mrasem ni ayi mafiri o se abena be ho na abena no nim kwa awrim de ta me fa so kanta mskase ni gu so abena nim kwa fa so ye konto kwa be kanta ni gu so ana awo se me metena se na me kire masem na so kire basem Ni di asɛm ni wie. No obi afa na asɛm kɔ. Saa de we nya ye. Abɛhyɛ social media for we akyi. Ka asɛm bebree tu futura gu nipa ni. Basra ba bi aye. Me onipa dasani bero good deal no do broni ani mu ase no. Masa. Wa wie beba. Wa wie ye ebeba na wie na ba. Ena Bremps ma uta social media so. Me oh ba me Bremps ma. Una me no.
Charles. Me Charles na me na akasa. Meanwhile, no, when she was in Kumasi, I can't remember say Abusuapanin inviting. Abusuapanin friend no one found. And Abusuapanin ma obi fufro. A friend Bremps pennyfo kan.
Yo.
The brana beshe unia. Oh, nature, thank you. I say hell no on umba.
Honey, me na be pure court.
10 calls, wamba. Now you are not standing at the court and you are crying. Because of what?
And then Mama China say, hey, nipa ene onipa na oni ye yi oni ye hye ho no ba ko de Abusuapanin achi. Hey. And what's your video no?
Ye betie na me pese ye ka court asam ne kakra na afede ye movie call na ebetu.
And then when I go kululu on. Na say mo planning, ye mo tena say mo planning. Na magu Abusuapanin ani mu ase. Hey, enu gwase akamu. Enu gwase akamu. Nyankopon chia mo ka se na munyuma tie. Obekoso chia mo ka se na munyuma tie.
No be bisa say dey nti ne yetu case na anaya journey case na call 6th of July no because no lawyer Jeffrey Krante have filed a supplementary affidavit and some of the argument is raising eno na ye no mo ebo ho nkomo no. The argument 3 points. 1, Bremps said the beya obenya accountability for Abusuapanin. Bremps said the beya obenya or ye betche ni baby a deal ye no. And on any juma na lawyers also argue say Abusuapanin company no be ye. And the funeral way no obeka ya won say almost sue Abusuapanin ba kono they even sue Cowbank akwanoma okay.
Yeah.
They sue Cowbank as well.
Injunction.
It's no to see our lawyers no. So wo person wo sue Abusuapanin enye juma because the funeral committee now can ho bi. Sika no na a company no mo de kokko be a bank. So you have to sue the company.
Some na yeka bi o. E ba bonten. Abusuapanin be ka say, "Wo ye o maame ayie." Wo mu akonta nti da busua bia. Wo mu akonta antre busua bia. Enti mo one so be ka say deal. Ye me deal akonta fama. Na me pa o han busu ba so me last question. That lumba obebo bra e de ma Bremps man pa akosofo ana.
Minimum.
Yes, me pese me hu say that lumba me promocho o. Obi answer me. Obebo bra ma Bremps mama China pa akosofo ana because
Mame there be
storage na misra. Me ntiase ana me tiase papa no obaye adwumaden de ma pa akoso ne Bremps ma ni nua ba na say de ma me Bremps ma fight for ni nua ba ma Ghpagetv na mate wo na ma come no atum na ka me hu ye so de anka ma enda ko papa Ghpagetv ho aka nya nua ba enti no star court na ma me Bremps ma atwi wo court o twe Abusuapanin here and there no one hwan na ekum as den chale crazy me dream one na kan gwa behwem menti asani
Mama me summarize
me bisa be in relation to
me do bebe mama me summarize the court. And the court na 3 issues: accountability, location and authenticity. Accountability say yembe is a funeral funds no any ya poking pap na prefo say Abusuapanin embe hwe sadien 2 almost hwe deal thing omo lawyer na raise issue that there so abahene any council no and of course a hono and the baba Jamal also be raise authenticity case against Akoso hene letter
me the phone ya de me pa be call off me ba
also call off Mami abna etise
ani me
Bremo
quick one why ani me patrol in your summary am outside never see say also tabsi in her city what
The customer.
Was she in this when daddy the Lu funeral was the be right mercy where they are. Brother, would you? I want to cast it. A bear, such as be being an you. You only now from your and then you now walk straight. And I'm going to show you the court that we charge. Meanwhile, I swear, also for me. Say, I want a less of invasion. That people to you have yourself out. Now you say, when we see no way, when I saw my hands to badness. I'm a any dog. I've overfed you and now say, look now for the house relationship. What enough for about now said, you decide to flash. Tell me your problem. I could say, I didn't to fly. Or you're for because you're outside. Make it opportunity. You as a sister to them. Are you not head? What how you feel? Anytime we won't see a kind of more. You said, I see that time. Nobody can be out. Didn't it to come? But because no social media, I did it for my social points. The mouth. You didn't think about the future. You think about others immediately. The air comes psychologically. You don't think of all of this. Then I want to now say, cultural baby, I wouldn't see it. That was your penny. Uncle Abusuapanin way. No go be sane say Abusuapanin, but some culture me baby am see. Who see me nua be ma my money, fa me born chemi. Now the name nko. Now if you want to use the courts, so be do as a mama wa. Abusuapanin will also go through the courts. Ana animebwa.
Thank you. Of course.
I come bypass it. Na ma to the atwa mu nyinagu, de wati mi o de waka mi o offer. Me mami wo yo de agya o. Boni bi amaye obi ofa fa chemi. Afi beba baby a yesi eminuan fa me kɔ na me nkɔpa me nuan afunu twɔw na nsaguo na wɔsi egu mpa bobi a wɔsi ye bobia ye mmɔ na bia me da me na that the lumba sam ogyinagyina mani so it can happen. It could happen said that the lumba gyinagyina nani so na wɔn yira no ɔda ɔna and you are allowing people to still push you of all the defeat on social media. You still say you will not understand which in a court to down will repeat the same thing. When you are asked to go and do autopsy, Mansha gave you the permission to go and do autopsy. Am I lying? Did she do it? You didn't do it. We are sick and tired of hell. And this microphone now the media say they are not interview. They don't ask her sensible questions. They only interview her for publicity's sake. They don't ask her any reasonable question. I say when you are na oda kumasi na wo kumasi. Why didn't you forget everything and go to the funeral? You didn't need an invitation. Annie, I'm sick and tired of these people. Obin to us why?
Please, be abetregu asia.
Mimi abade na me pese me.
Na kwa me pacho nya botre. Nipa no akwa no mema ne box. O de nya botre mema ne box na nipa no aba.
Lady Nat, ubeti me request no be bisa question.
Yeah, mema aba up why? Me borrow
bisa question. Only say obe respect one or respect page no.
Why? Akwa no me pacho yema nana kwa me nkasa then we'll bring Abna's campaign. Then we'll go to a audios no bring my audios.
Aha, mimi aba. Masema kwa na mkambesa ni kanisa na kakakra. Akosua bempo na mami akosua bempo mami hunu se ogyina ho a o sasa de me come to say sa de ben hwa no he ya so fi se woni baby ese lumba bi se atem ya ade na won ko Abusuapanin wo so wotimi nya kokodro gyan se offer mama de ugya he no na won ko Abusuapanin won gaga se Abusuapanin me sraw me pese me hu baby a isie mi nuan se nya dwombone a ana opeso se Abusuapanin dia sesi ya ye kasai wo beti makodina Abusuapanin anim aka se wo pese hu baby a isie nuan Abusuapanin oni option bi asa won kire wo na two what is first na fosu ababonten abeka se onu ni baby isie nuan oni gwangu dade no bafunu ade na first na fosu die munyina mu ye nuafo na first na fosu die ono no o mebusa se mini baby a yesie mi nuan no minim baby a stebi ya mi nuan futu amen hu dada de lumba wuye ayaya dada lumba ye mi hu se obi interview first na fosu awo yi na se na first na fosu no ka se ono no ohunu se ama obi omusa no se yesi dada de lumba ni funu ya ma hu nani ye delay akate na hu ano si mi hu no me ko ye bie lazy so e ma me hwe mi nuan no e ma ni ba mbusa so ohunu se ono wo se e wo no Iti wu again ne sequence wodi obekọ yie na ase bi hwe ye kwa yemfanko yemfamra hwe eye kokoda tieso na washeda o pese asem nse nya ni biem nyama mi Akosua bempoma na beji na oka kire se ayie no tama ye se ye pese ye yie no na Abusuapanin ko se on the 6 o se won pin no ya obeka se 6 December oka se onye yie no ko se 6 December obeji na oka se on pin ayi onya time na oye adwuma wa buchiri na adwuma kura man kwan yesa na obeka enye ogina ho eka se onu onye adwuma
and then 2 days ago, quiet. It's na ye kase Germany on ejuma. And even on this platform, we can say yes na on ejuma.
What be kase asem at the same time no. What's be kase? Na yes we try akete Maria na nwene bia wo. Wo bia be wale abusuo. Mama Akosua se we dey be di lumba na wo twe the 1 year pe. Wona ne ton kwanta o mapai. Wona ne ton kwanta o mapai. Unya be ma wale man di no wani tua. Ya baako de akura baako de aguo ya wani tua wo Ghpagetv a wo penti na Asante region na no ho na wu a abusuafo kofo na abusu na Ghpagetv e wo nemre mu hwan ka na titi na ne yesa ne mane no eni hwan ene wu a bema be wu na abusuafo se yekosesa na Ghpagetv this wa anya wo e na ba cha o mabusua bi no so ye wo nko ade a wu ni twafa bia wo we sinkite ayia na wonim se o pagi aye na bibia nti no yesa o hu se ye number na wo just almost 5 billion na ba ye no sky edi me Abusuapanin ye ne dame amage ye na sini na ase aye na we am last chance iti pra oni Abusuapanin pri ni nyina bi satam ya bra ni nyina ayia no wo pa abe ni masantefo mpanifo mi the same day bi wo Abusua Mami Akosua bempoma wa yesa ade nyina minim se ayie na no opeso de ye na montoma we na so ka wonya abotre ane ni Abusuapanin sa ye na dwua ka Abusua beka sa Akosua handkerchief wan we mi di bibia hye wonsa t-shirt ni nyama e be ye safo e bobo nyina mi di bibia hye wonsa wo ye na ka asendue na ade di na yesi enka me ba ye ka wonu nua oba ai fosna fosu ka mo gina benkrum ana ka mo ni Abusuapanin etwe won say fosna fosu oni Abusuapanin etwe ye ni wie ye no fosna fosu ni ma odobroni no mu nyina na ko otumfuo no fie ye emusa camera da wana mo fosna fosu ko Abusuapanin fie ni hu bi ade na wonko a edie ben ana because o paye na dia ye na Abusuapanin ampena mo anya na Asante memon so wunu ewu a anaso bi wu Abusua ma ba ko fo na ye last one me di twato almost se no omo pese Abusuapanin be tire ayi ne e ka oboy ne ayi no ho emfaso oba ana se ayi no omo chechiri mi de minim sa Asante register bi wu a Abusuapanin ni mu omu nyina asia ene yakase ye kwaje besia ye dia be ye yi vesi atama of ashe free ma ye nyina ye se ye kwaje besia ye dia be ye yi ni bia na ade manda ya tenase ene ye buka Mami Akosua bempoma mo ni Abusuapanin kwaje besia ene be ye yi mu amudi atie no ya mo so mo pese mo hunu mo ni Abusuapanin kwaje besia se mo de be ye na mabu sa aye no e ka oboy obi ofia Asante region bia no be dia dan sesem ye no ye a Abusua ni nyina na ye kabom ye kwaje besia ye wi a ya tenase na ye mo se mo mfa ho mo mfa bibia akopa ni besia no de abia na ye a e kwa bes na wo se nkojina ba bi ka se ye pese hu sika onya ye ne e ka oboy ma wi mi sister obi ntwa so
Eda sinana kwa me ya mi sha be
Mama yentie we ni audios no why Madaroma yentie audios na so let me start from the lawyer first. Lawyer Nankasa.
Supplementary affidavit to affidavit na Friday. And then we have a court now. And my court they say filing supplementary affidavit into the court into assemblation that said they be a court they be that I share your character and said they be a bar. Yes, Dr. Court every answer to me. It's a court, I should say, yes, I'm Muslim is in the dead to is 6th July. Yes, I'm Razadam in the back. Say, yes, yeah, the application I the bar say, lawyer for now, Omota, court ensure no finish. It's the house asking July now, application. Then a court, it's an ABC or court. The supplementary I fight in a court I get it's Yamia 6th July, the year back. The other car and 79 young person. Then ABC or court. Then I see one hour. In the court with 7 year technicalities and then pick up a quite opponent and so a delay a human and I'm one of more several days or sometimes. Saturday main calendar HSA of application was having application or say also a final position. And of final position upon your so was say, is you over more kaya, who said, because say, the man who wire, upon your house to the man who wire. It's almost every academic in a position, and he is to say, as a woman, a young trans and try not court, I'm continuing as it's next week. The other name so, and my final supplement, you said they are some now, or my can, no academic in a position, everything I'm not in my and you say, oh, be a case. You're in charge, court. Am I a July? Pushing my let's say just about 2 weeks from now. And what I just say, you are there now. There is a near chaser. It's in the near show at this point. It will be fair to say, there's a new delay on the impact. But now, my Indian say, Abusuapanin and Krata. Or the bank court, I think depending on still on that soon. Box. Why? Free. Ahintasemtv. And another year so about you. I can't remember say. So bet to me, I drop him now after
the thank you so much. So Alex, Akwaba.
Any about me Joseph pa.
Yeah, who ya pa? Oba ni yetie lawyer Jeffrey Cranton ka Cranton. So we be.
Hani me ba o. So Alex. Let's was me tiana bibi yami. And I say me ba oba de obi at the power. And I'm Mr. was a Mr. Akosua but I haven't seen your voice and I say, hey, welcome, why? Welcome.
Mr. Alex, number one fan.
Yeah. And na janto kra na ye kumino.
Any part of your voice mail for mano, Mr. Alex.
Maya mano.
Was he a economy? That's what we want to Mr. Mano.
And over to me. Was so until voice no cry no. That's what you are. None of what on.
Martin, Baba.
And then Mr. Leslie Malkwaba Bacho before na baby lawyer no ni audio no and an interview no na Mr. Leslie tie ye wi ana ya domu suko akra nti munya abotre man Bacho ye mamu Akwaba to Honey Blossom page ye Bacho mompa WhatsApp mama yendu 300k modu monsabo bosu ye bedu osisi a Bacho mon share na mon repost tell a friend to tell a friend I had ye no krena ni ye denam why nti ye mama Akwaba Bacho na mun show love enko panelist no ho mun show love emma host na mun ye goals nebi na emboa life no engina so emma ye nefa page no enko nanim na min sha monia
just about 2 weeks supplementary affidavit to affidavit na Friday and then we about court no my court and they say finally supplementary affidavit into the court into a sentence that said they are court being a daje I share your character said they are a bar yes the court every answer to me into court I should say yes amra Muslim is in the dead to is 6th July yes amra sadam in the bar say yes here the application I the bar say lawyer for now omota court ensure no finish it's the house asking July now application then a court the NDC or court the supplementary now a 5 year, the court idea to Yami had my 6th July the year back. They are the car and 7 years. So let me see, of course.
That's the one in the 4 to 7 year technicalities and then pick up a quabina opponent and so a delay, a human and I'm one of more several days or sometimes.
Sabre main cancer, HSA, or filing application, was saving application or say on also a final position. And of final position has upon also or say, is you over more kaya, who said, because say, the man wire, upon your house, the man wire. It's almost serving academics in a position, and he's to say, as a mere woman, a jolly trans and try not court, I'm continuing maybe as it's less with you. If you're not a numb so, and my family supplement, you said they answer now, or my car, no academics in a position, it me a mark in my and and you say, or be a big case. The main charge, court. Am I a July? Pushing my nature say just about 2 weeks from now. And what I just say, you are there now. There is a near chaser. It's a near show at this point. It will be fair to say there's a good delay on the part.
But now my Indian.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Abusuapanin and or the bank board, I think depending who say still order soon Abusuapanin. When you contract be free, another years for about him. I can't remember say there was a time that Flafuina and another to on some prayer work. I'm a boy. Now, as a no, I'm a can't as a lawyer.
Supplementary.
Okay, see, Mr. Les, yes, obviously. Baba Jamal have filed an affidavit in opposition to their rate of sermons. So now they are also filing a supplementary affidavit in opposition to Baba Jamal. But I think that one of the things that they were raising or its authenticity of the letters now every that they are about any Kumasi traditional council. And in that kind of argument, if you want to subpoena that yes, or somebody from Kumasi Traditional Council, then Baba Jamal can equally subpoena Akosua Hene. Mr. Les, so base me up.
Honey, where dear, me chow no what you for you now.
You just so far.
Me so me just so far. And yen share deal we, and then Uncle Bebre, I drink a free so kakra. Na omunim se court crowd honne. Na lawyers no mo kasa say ya na omo kasa free baby mfimfini baby nti ya na omo nchire mu na na but won say ye be chire mu kakra wa ha ene court ya ye call ye no eno ho asem na last week ye call ya omo tu asem na share say court we ye ma me Bremps of ya opoku and e dey Abusuapanin Victor Wusu akogina court say first one omra mechire baby dead lumbar body ewo 2 akonta ubu fa na yi
Miss Remwa
Honey me pacho on say SS51.
Okay. Quincy Bremo Quincy
Yeah, Sales mpacho we dem the sofa no why. Yes 653 ne woso. Esa say commander ni hunting. Ye nyina ya sum na ye de ye mpese e bobo boso. Enti mesira mo commander ma ye de mo boso. Na mo fa ye nkoye nim 500 na Sales nso munye ni show because why ye adwuma nkasa. Mesira mo pa.
Na mo follow na mo follow obibia wo boss. Mo boss munyi goals. Yeah bro. Time ye be see munyi goals. Mo fa
we nkomota bye. Hani me das.
And as in opacho mo show Mr. Alex na name Akwanoma Lab host munyi goals.
Honey bo a pochama me na ye nyina ye nko 500k
mate any Mr. Alex 500k
na breaking news kakra bi so
wa say mo ma like the way Mr. Alex wa because my baby say